Hello class, welcome back. My name is John Allen Pope. I'll be your Math 112 online instructor this spring semester. I hope everybody had a good break. I guess it's time to get back at it. So let's take a quick look at how to get everything up and going in the class and the packet you need to read with all the information. Okay, obviously if you've clicked on this video, you've found the course inside your Canvas account. Now, one major thing to point out for this whole semester is keep in mind that all of our assignments for this course will be done in my math lab except for two things: the final exam practice test and the final exam, which will be in our Canvas account using the Lockdown Respondus browser. Okay, so everything else from now on, discussions, everything will be in my math lab, and I'll give you instructions for that coming up. Now, the first thing you should have done was download these three files: the orientation packet, the course calendar, and the My Math Lab registration instructions. Okay, you need to read through this entire packet. I'll hit on some of the high notes of it, but please read through there so you know exactly what's going on in the course. Pay attention to your course calendar. You can always work ahead in this class, but please don't fall behind, because there is a 10% grading penalty per day for everything that is late. Now again, these are just suggested pacing guides. The main thing to pay attention in this class are these blue stars, okay? For example, your class introduction's due next Friday, and then the way I had the class set up, and I'll show you, is basically every chapter has a due date. Now again, you can follow these pacing guides. They're just suggestions. You can work ahead, but everything's due by 11:59 p.m. On the days for each chapter, and there's a 10% grading penalty per day after that. So please don't fall behind. Those grading penalties can eat you up pretty quickly. Here is my contact information if you have any issues getting registered in the class. I am not on campus at Northeast. I just teach online adjunct. So please either contact me through email, popej@nacc.edu, or here's my cell phone. Please, no call or text after 8:30 p.m. I do have small children. Here's the technical assistance information for my math lab if you have trouble there. But again, get in touch with me if you have any trouble getting going in the class, okay? Now, a couple of things before we go on to my math lab. Here is the textbook information. Now, the textbook, you do not necessarily have to purchase the textbook if you don't want to. You do have to purchase a My Math Lab access code for the course, and by doing that, we can actually access the textbook in there. So if you don't want to purchase it, you'll be okay. Now, you will need a graphing calculator. Okay, I suggest like a TI-83 or 84, one of those families, and get used to using it throughout the course. You cannot use an online calculator or your phone on the final exam, so get used to using this graphing calculator now. Now, your phone or desmos.com, those sort of things, they are very helpful throughout the course to help you get an idea of what's going on sometimes, but just don't rely too heavily on those. Here is the My Math Lab course ID. We'll talk about it a few times that you will need to get enrolled in My Math Lab. Here's how the grading will be broke down. Homework and videos, 20%. Homework is graded. Tests count for 40%. There's 5 major units in the class, so each test counts approximately 8%. There is a practice test for every one of those. We'll talk about that. The discussion board throughout the course will count 5%. Your first introduction post is due by Friday, January 18th. Again, that discussion is in my math lab, not Canvas. And the 35% final exam, you will have 2 options there to either take it on campus at this day and time, or there's a final exam window for taking the online, which will open at 8 a.m. Friday, April 26th, and close at 11:59 p.m. Tuesday, April 30th. If you want to take it during that time, you can. You'll have to have the lockdown browser, webcam, all of that on your computer at home or wherever you're taking it, and that'll be your responsibility. If you don't want to do it that way or can't take it during that window, again, you'll need to be at our own campus meeting Wednesday, May 1st at 4 p.m. Okay? One of the major things in this whole course is just staying either on pace or ahead of the pace, because those 10% grading penalties will eat you up. Okay, now if you use your My Math Lab registration instructions, again, here's the course ID you will need, Pope 49826. If you already have a My Math Lab account, you can go to sign in. If you are new, you'll need to register your account. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign in. You would click, once you're registered or just signing in, you would click to enroll in a course, and once you do, you'll see tiles like that start popping up on your home screen. Okay, once you're in the course, the first thing you always want to do is make sure you check the announcements. My screen may look just a little bit different than yours, but you'll see announcements right here on the home screen. I always click on those. That's where I post all the important information, due dates, and those sorts of things. So always check your announcements on your course home. Next, when you click homework, the first thing you always should do is change these three boxes to all assignments, all chapters, show all. This way it puts everything that's in the course in order, and you can see everything you've got throughout the course. Now again, you can pay attention to these tests. You notice they have 90-minute time limits and you have one attempt at the test. So once you log into the test, you need to be ready to finish those. Right before each test, you will see there's a practice test, and you have infinity attempts at those. Again, they're for your practice. They do not count in the grade book. They are just preparing you for the test because they are very, very similar to the actual test. So please take advantage of those. You can also see that the way it's set up basically is you're going to have videos to watch. You'll take notes during those. You'll have a homework assignment on each unit, and you'll just keep doing videos and assignments until you reach that practice test and unit test. And again, going back to the calendar, you notice everything for Chapter 1 is due on that one day, January 23rd at 11:59 p.m. You can follow the pacing guide if you want, but the main thing is you just meet this deadline right here for that unit. And you'll notice Unit 2, same way. Everything's due at one time, February 15th at 11:59 p.m. So again, all of this information is in that calendar that I provided you. Okay, so please put that on your refrigerator or wherever, and keep up with that as we go. Now, as you go through those videos, there are note outlines that you can use in the Document Sharing tab. Once you click on Document Sharing, you'll see Notes. Click on Notes, and here are note outlines for each of those chapters. Okay. If I download, say, Chapter 1, you can see you can print these off, and you can use these to help you take notes as you watch the videos. They're broken into the same sections, okay? If you want to use those, use them. If you don't, that's up to you. You can always take your own notes. Also, the Discussions tab to the left, that's where you will complete the discussion board assignments. As I click on it, you'll see here's instructions for posting yours and your replies, your post, and then how to reply to other posts. Here's the first assignment here that you would click this respond and then go from there. And again, that's due by Friday, January 18th. Okay, so pretty much we went over everything of just kind of how to get started in the class. If you have any problems at all, please let me know. Make sure you read through all of these packets, the packet, the calendar, the registration. If you have any questions, reach out, let me know. We'll get you fixed, okay? All right, good luck. I hope everybody gets off to a good start. I want you to be successful in this class. Math 112 is a lot of work, so please just make it a point to get ahead of the pace and stay ahead of the pace.